Welcome back, poker fans across the world. We are final tabled. Round of applause to you guys. A thunderous applause. Who here thinks $10,145 up top? Who's going to win that final prize? All right, Brad wants to. Finally, we have some excitement. To my left, Brandon Schmidt, what are you going to do with the money if you win?
Oh, man, I can't answer that on air.
Cannot answer it on air. We'll talk about it later. He might buy the shirt off my back. Who knows? To my right, Chad Hegberg. What are you going to do with $10,145 if you win?
Double it.
Double it. We're betting black or red?
Black.
All right. Double zeros. Risky bet. No, but that's going to – we're just going to get right into it, guys. Congratulations. You've made a final table. I think this is your first time on our stream, potentially. That's Titus. And then I think David Beadle, potentially first time on our stream. Right here. I got them mixed around. David Beadle, first time on our stream. And Dave Berger, first time on our stream. Okay, welcome, guys. Good luck. Niles, you're not strange to the DPT final tables, so just strange in general. So I'm going to call the dealer in the box. We're going to get things started. Good luck, players. And we are back, baby. My name's Brian of the Dakota Poker Tour. Thank you all for tuning in. We had to restart the stream because just projecting if this went over through to the 2 o'clock hour, the last hour we can legally play. We would have potentially ran into an 8-hour time limit on our stream, which means we wouldn't have been able to catch the last however much minutes. So go ahead and introduce our players in chip stacks. Seat 1, Brandon Schmidt, 720,000. He'll start on the dealer button. Seat 2, Don Drummond is coming in of Fargo, 460,000. Seat 3, Dave Berger of Grand Forks. He's coming in with 1.335 million. Seat 4, David Beadle, Mobridge, South Dakota, 1.26 million. Seat 5, Niles Short of Minnewacan, North Dakota, 650,000. And seat 6, Cody Slusher. You know him as the man from Oaks, 860,000. Seat 7, Titus Whipf. It's a P and an F at the end. It's a great last name. From Lemoore, 680,000. Brad Posh of Wahpeton, 1,045,000. And rounding off our table, still here, Chad Hegberg of Lisbon, 310,000, our short stack. Our flop comes 8, Queen 3. Dave will check his top pair. And Brad will bet 125,000. Wow, Dave re-raises to 300,000. Or rather, just raises to 300,000. Brad gonna have to ponder what on earth Dave might have. Blinds are at 30, 60, 60.
Get your interviews done?
Got them done. Yeah, Dave Berger scooping the first pot of the final table. And your chip leader. We got
Run the prize pool down for us.
prize pool for next person to go out, 975. Eighth place, there it is. 1220 to eighth, all the way up to $10,145. Person who wins tonight is going to be the outright leader in Player of the Year points. So, not to take away from all the hard work the other players made. You know, you got Duffner up top, Joel Clipping with his recent win in Valley City, Bossum, all in the ninth.
Across different tournaments.
Yeah.
701, Roughrider.
Dude's nuts. He's nuts.
Yeah, it's a little sick. Shout out to Joel. He's a beast.
Cody will fold. Titus Whipf will fold.
Wait a minute. Who's Titus? I don't know.
Titus is from Lemoore.
Okay. Not familiar.
Does that now ring a bell?
No.
Okay. We got Kramer back in the booth with me.
Yeah,
Brad will raise to 150. We'll see if we get a call. David Beadle will call. And another call from, Dave Berger calls in. No. We got a Dave and a David next to each other. I messed up on my sheet. Seat 3 is seat 4. Seat 4 is seat 3. Flop comes 9-5 jack, 2 hearts.
Flop for Brad.
David,
Check
check, bet, fold.
I would assume.
Maybe?
Unless David's got some ideas.
Yeah, he'll fold.
No one made a bad decision there. The cards decided that.
Yeah.
Easy. Slowing down for the summer, right? Coming up on the
Yeah, this is the last busy weekend for DPT, minus that May 7th player appreciation free roll and Tournament of Champions. Sunday, May 7th. Next weekend, though, Roughrider Poker Tour heading out to Montana, Billings to be specific.
bit of a travel, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a big field.
Worth it. Estimated prize pool, $125K.
Wow.
K means 1,000. That's six figures.
In this situation,
Yeah.
thousands.
Thousands. So,
That is a big pool.
yeah,
Is
that's.
that a flighted tournament or?
I don't know the structure,
Okay.
but you'll have.
You'll notice I'm pretty good at putting people on the spot,
Yeah,
and I apologize.
and I'm good at telling you I have no idea.
As long as you're okay with me calling you out, you'd be like, well, let's find out.
Let's see.
He does have a laptop. Look at this hand
Yeah, we have a hand.
so far. So that is Titus. Okay. Titus with ace king, big hand. Brad's going to get away easily. Chad has nothing.
It does look like it is a flighted.
Made sense for that big of a prize pool. It's
Yeah,
really fun.
2 qualifying flights and 3 super satellites for the championship on Sunday the 30th.
All right.
Each flight will play through 15 levels or until we reach 12.5% of the field. Rounded up remains.
I do like
So.
flighted fields. It's fun.
Yeah, I haven't experienced that, but there's definitely.
There's a
It
certain,
just kind of matters what your flavor is.
there's a certain mystique about, hey, I made day 2.
Right.
It does.
Yeah.
Give me money. It doesn't matter. But it does feel good. Like, hey, I put some chips in the bag.
Yeah.
I come back next day. I get to rip my bag open.
Yeah.
Dump my chips. out.
Ripping bags open is
It's not a bad.
a great pastime.
Big hand here. Niles played some hands with Niles. Niles is very solid. Ooh.
Wow. So
Titus should be able to get away from this, but Niles did flop.
yeah, maybe. So Titus will
Titus leads though.
80,000.
Apologize for the hush tones. We're not trying to.
It has quieted down significantly.
Integrity of the game is first and foremost.
Niles, see if he just finds the call here. And it looks like he is just going to call.
But I think it's for those that know me, it's really hard for me to talk about.
Very hard. Could be very hard.
I'm showing some great restraint. I pat myself for that.
5 of diamonds on the turn.
Smooth kill. Just real mid.
Yeah, Niles will go all in.
He went all in. I just call there. I like the call there. But I can't blame him for doing it. Because what if diamond draw, heart draw?
Yeah.
Either one he gets paid, right? Obviously, being able to see the cards, like, yeah, just call. Just reel them in.
Yeah, Niles will be nearing that 1,000,000 chip mark.
It's always a milestone.
It is.
Milestone.
But with 150,000 financing around the table, 1,000,000 really isn't that much. It's 9 times maybe,
No.
8.5.
Like this, you can put whatever structure you want together. Eventually, it does get shallow, and we're kind of at that point here. So maybe a bit of a consolidation period here, where we get down to like 4 or 5, it gets a little more play.
Yeah.
Or people that play conservative, and it just stretches out, and then all of a sudden everyone's short for the remainder of the tournament. It depends on the players. They decide what happens.
Titus will fold. Brad folds. Interesting fold. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Chad will
I don't. But that's
go all in.
commentator really
Yeah.
saying.
We got fold.
Chad gonna rip ace deuce. Ace 8. It's ace 8 to fold. David with ace 7. Lots of aces out there. That's also a fold. And Chad's gonna get it through. Pick up the pot. We're not done. We got one more day.
We are not done. Tomorrow we're coming back for our black chip bounty tournament. $200 buy-in, $100 add-on, $100 to the prize pool, and $100 to the bounty. With
similar attendance, I would guess.
Yeah, it should be.
Ballpark.
Maybe more, maybe a little less, but
Sunday fun day.
maybe those, because there's a tournament in Minot. Maybe some players went up there from the area.
Maybe coming back. Maybe they join in tomorrow.
That's the plan. If I don't make it to Championship Sunday out in Minot, then maybe come back to Fargo.
A little different from
Yeah.
the standard structure. It's fun to play.
Little change.
Don't hate the idea. Headphones still prevailing. We got Brad.
They are. Brad's all.
Headphones and goatees. There's the key. Brandon's in a fold. Brandon's not doing a great job of registering his cards on the upfront.
Could be.
The reader itself.
Could be
maybe.
dead card. You never know.
Seems to be him though, so I don't know if it's that spot or Brandon. David.
We'll fold. All right, Cody Slusher going all in.
Cody's gonna go all in. Did David
See
just
what-
price himself in? I think he did. If David goes to 150, Cody was all up for 330. I think you have to make this call. You don't like it, but I think you have to make this call. If you're gonna raise,
Yeah.
the amount, you probably have to pay it off. Could be wrong. I'm just saying.
Well, Cody will take it down. He'll be at that 1,000,000 chip mark.
David correctly gets away from it. I'm not sure I can after I put that raise in, but obviously.
Well, losing 150,000 is much better than losing your entire
By
stack.
the graphics, he's a genius.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Brian Peck.
Here we are, right in the booth. Hello and welcome, everybody. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, like, subscribe, share, all the good things there. Let your friends and family know. We're out here.
Any commentary out there? Any comments we should look at?
Oh, yeah. It's not going to be live yet.
All right.
We had to restart the stream,
Gotcha.
so
Yep, because we had the limitations.
yeah, we'll be up very shortly, though.
No problem. Down to 9.
Yeah,
Come on, cards, make our job easy. Let's create some drama.
these final tables are always interesting. Sometimes they just go super quick, whittle down, and other times it kind of
We have an all-in.
pull back. There's an all-in. Let's see if we can get a call.
Don Drummond, ace 10, all-in. Probably going to fold around. Don't see anyone that can give him any sort of resistance. All the way, Brian, tell us about the big chips.
Big chips. We have the zombie chips, or the cranberries, rather. Yeah, those are worth $100K. Your blues are
Which
$100,000.
is basically 2 people's worth of lives. in
Yeah.
one chip,
Exactly.
for reference sake.
What's our doesn't quite matter now, but we'll still give you the average chip stack. It's going to
matter.
be
It's good. Good enough.
probably about 700,000 if this is updated properly. Yep. 700,000.
Cranberries at 100K. The yellow chips are 25,000.
Yep. Blues are
The
5.
blues are 5,000. The yellows and blues have been in play all day. The cranberries are the new ones that we'll see. Brandon looking down at said, it might be Rana's reader. We always miss Brandon's cards.
It might be. It's been working the whole previous stream, so we'll see.
Well, something to keep an eye on.
Yeah. And if we play the game of what's Brandon's cards, I think that makes it all the more fun.
Jack links.
Yeah.
What does he have? Jack links. Old school.
Oh, shove all in by Titus.
I like it.
He's all in for
Brandon brings the
300K.
150 with the mystery hand.
Yeah.
It's re-raised, all in for 300. He's in for
So
150. Probably has to make
50
this
to call.
Without even knowing
Yeah.
his cards, he probably has to make the call. It's
Just situational. Yeah, you can't.
150 more. Brand's not opening a lot of pots here that he's not willing to call it off with when he knows Titus is fairly short in the other one. But let's see.
Again, getting chunked for 300,000, doubling up. A short stack is definitely better, or not better than just keeping your 570.
Right.
150 was the cost to play that hand, but we'll see what he decides to do here. Is he making Titus sweat? What's Titus's body language looking like?
Looking like someone's just happy to be where he is.
Yeah, I think. Is that someone at the door? Maybe we should answer. There's a doorbell
Is that
chime.
the Chinese food that we were
Yeah.
Could use me an egg roll. I'm just going to be honest.
Cream
Out there in
cheese.
the chat, if you can send some egg rolls, that'd be great.
Cream cheese wontons are definitely my jam.
We're not picky. We're gonna turn it down. Brandon makes the fold there. Interesting. I'd like to see
What his cards were, but
the cards.
Titus now up to 600,000. Nice sized pot for him.
30, 60, 60. A lot of pressure. A lot of ICM implications. ICM, for those out there, independent chip model. So basically there's almost a dollar value assigned to every single chip that's out there because there's just not enough chips out there. So
Right.
it's like every chip you put in the pots actually has a dollar denomination.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
worth $50.
Right, okay.
There's a Chinese food.
So the original chime is the 1 minute, I believe, warning to when blinds are going up.
We are learnable.
We're just putting the information together. If only it was that easy to find out what Brandon Schmidt had in his hand.
We still don't know that. We're just throwing stuff in the wall.
Just
Sometimes
deducing.
stick,
Yeah.
and we go from there.
So blinds will be up to probably, is it 40, 80, 80? Jeez, that's getting pretty expensive. 200,000 finance around the table.
I mean, even our chip leader, do we have a chip count menu that you can pull up? Or,
Not quite. No, we will though.
but I'm thinking even the chip leader's probably looking at 1.2, 1.4 million. And if
We
they're going
had
with 80K, it's.
3 players to start this final table over
Right
$1
there.
million. Yeah.
But even those guys, they're looking at 12, 15 blinds.
Yeah. It's not much.
And you're putting 2 of those in when in the big blind.
Yeah.
Niall's going to wake up with a big hand here. Brendan Schmidt's cards, again, did not register.
It might be.
Either what he's doing.
Yeah,
or
it's the spot.
Oh.
Got to find the right
and
spot.
All of a sudden they popped.
Yeah.
Big blind checks.
King, ace, deuce.
Niall's limp.
He limped.
Kings. Wow, Niles,
Wow.
that's dirty.
That is.
You are filthy, my friend.
Brandon checks.
Limps, kings. Obviously, I don't think it's going to play much into this hand, but you could have.
Niles will bet the minimum. Brandon will fold.
Man, Niles has a gear I do not have. I'm never, ever limping that hand. I also have a different image than Niles
Yeah.
does. You haven't played a bunch with me, but you played enough.
Mm-hmm.
My image and Niles' image,
Very different.
yes.
Niles at least on the accessory train with the
Got
sunglasses.
that plus the cash play. What's
Cash,
the,
I
what's,
guess, plays.
I don't know
Wow.
what the ruling was on that.
Yeah, that's worth 1,000 in chips. Talk about
It
ICM.
is 40, 80, 80.
Wow. 200K to finance your way around the table. It is getting expensive to
Yeah, but
play.
it wasn't real before. It got there now.
That basically that
Real
that
fast.
guarantees it's kind of an all in or nothing situation.
Who do we have in the box? Dealing the cards.
This is
Randy?
Heath.
Heath.
Yep. I always say Keith in my head, and it's like it's an H. It's a Heath.
Yeah. So Randy was in the box before Heath, another great dealer on the DPT circuit.
Yeah,
He has
Heath
a
is.
lot of the tournaments, correct?
I think a lot. Yeah.
If not all.
He was in Jamestown with us
Okay.
couple weeks ago, and
Brandon with an all-in on the small with King Deuce offsuit.
yeah,
A little aggressive, gets rewarded. Thanks
Good.
For the pot.
good.
I don't hate the play. It's not little unorthodox. Like not a lot of people can do that.
But
I would. I like the play.
yeah, I like the aggressiveness. It kind of reps some different. Just gives players notice that. Man, did he have a good hand there, or is he just raising with nothing?
Not to cut you off on the Heath.
Oh, yeah.
Dealer,
So
Sod repped him in, so it's like
Keith was out in Jamestown with us, and I chatted with him, as I always do. Great guy, and Heath has been around the poker scene for a long time too.
forever.
He said he played with like even Bossum when he was starting out in like his first year or two, and said Bossum has made leaps like
Awesome
from when he
Bossum.
first started. Yeah, always an aggressive player, but now
more
he's
calculated,
a
right?
lot more calculated. Jesus, Niles, you
Yes.
crazy man!
It's the sunglasses, bro.
It is sunglasses and
It's the Kings.
yeah,
Jesus, man.
yeah.
Apologize for the hush tone. I am doing my best. Look at this.
Titus isn't getting away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all in.
And Niles like, yep, no brainer.
Cool,
This one, come on.
cool. How about I call? He says.
Brandon folds the mystery hand.
Mm-hmm.
Don's gonna get away. Dave's gonna get away. We're gonna get an all-in and a call situation.
Oh man, Titus
Basically,
disgusted.
we played 8 hours, and like you run into this situation.
Or-
It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, Titus is hoping for all clubs,
You
all
can't-
queens.
You can't blame Titus for it.
There's a queen. Okay, we're getting some help.
We found it out.
There's some outs. Runner.
Thin, but it's
Runner 10 outs now. Runner
He has the ace
club.
of clubs. Oh my God, to be dirty.
And a 4-2 pair for Niles. That's going to eliminate Titus in 9th place.
Beautiful turn card. Like Titus is
Wow.
super live once he gets that club on the turn. And
Titus
I
will.
lost some big pots with the runner suited.
Yeah, just disgusting.
Like it'll drop the bottom out of your stomach. You know? So,
Titus will take home $975. We're just going to do a chip count to make sure.
congrats to Titus. That's a good run. Running through a field of 149.
Nine.
See how I got it right that time?
Yeah.
149. Long day. I always tell everyone, like, if you don't actually enjoy playing, you shouldn't come out and play. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy just playing itself, it's not about the money.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
It always is.
It,
But if you
at the
don't-
end of the night, it
Right.
is.
But if you don't
Beginning
have-
of the
If you
day.
don't have fun playing the first 4 hours, no matter what happens,
You have to. Yeah.
it's not worth your time. So you better come out and have fun, which
It's not hard to do.
a lot of people do.
There's an insane amount of characters in the field. Today's field was stacked.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone on top of the leaderboard for DPT. There was at least 4 of the top 10 players for RPT. And then just your massive cast of characters. We had Bossum out there, Duffner, Nick Ingolfsland, last year's winner, taking home over $11,000.
DPT Nick.
Yeah. I mean,
Some drinks. People coming out. Some drinks. Great venue.
Tiny
Shout
from
out to
Hawaii.
venue.
Yeah, Tiny from Hawaii
They're
who's
flying in
here.
From Hawaii.
Unbelievable. The guy's commitment to low stakes poker.
Oh my God. Unbeatable.
I mean, would you $300 buy-in max? That's pretty low
Listen,
stakes.
2K flight. Who cares?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm comparing in the space of an MSPT or
But
World
you
Series
know
of
what? It makes
Poker,
sense.
but
Tiny flew in. Gets
yeah.
to play 3 days.
Yep.
You know, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. So I mean, it makes sense at that point.
At best, he's looking at finding just a tip to his private flight
Niles with
pilot.
The Barbara pole chip stack.
Yeah, holy cow.
Sort it out,
Candy
Niles.
cane style.
There you go. Niles, put the cash away. It doesn't play anymore. You got too many chips, my friend. He actually has 2 spots.
That actually might be his card protector. His lucky 5.
Is there just one? Bill?
There's just one. It's folded in half.
That's the thing. Like maybe a daughter, granddaughter.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe someone gave it to him.
Maybe it was changed from the bar.
Inside reporter to go.
We're gonna need to
some
find out the
analysis,
story of
some
this 5.
Dig. Cody with the king 6 offsuit. Gonna wait from that pretty easily. 6-5. That's a fold.
Looks like we're seeing a shove all in.
And
Chad.
pretty easy jam. It's 310,000, but it's actually just under 4 big blinds.
We have a chance for our
You know,
chip leader
this has
to.
to happen, right?
I think it
4
does.
bigs, Dave has to call. Unknown Dave. Dave's a little bit of a wild card. I haven't seen him play much at all. I played with him today. He's super solid. But it's hard to predict what he's going to do when we haven't seen a lot of him.
Yeah.
Gonna rub his hands. You can't get away, Dave, can you? If you do, it's
Wow. Wow.
3 big blinds. 3 big blinds.
I want to see rabbit cams. 5 of them. Holy smokes.
3 bigs with ace jack. I'm never making that, and I'm wrong every day.
Dave Berger, more like Dave the Psychic. Jeez. Unbelievable.
Something I don't.
So there's Niles up top, Dave Berger, 1.3, Cody, million. We're going to be looking at basically the rest of the table to be even.
With Dave stacked for 3 bigs, I'm calling every day of the week.
Yeah.
Credit to Dave. Like, I got away from him. Like, absolutely correct decision. I can't make it. I'm not good enough. That's probably part of the reason we're back here.
Yeah. Again, it's the reason why I've got this job, not the one to play.
Tis true. Cody with king queen. Raise Cody, I assume.
Maybe. We'll see.
Videos slightly ahead of
Niles still stacking his chips.
Niles.
Cody puts in the raise to 200,000.
It's a good raise, Cody under the gun. Super strong raise under the gun. Gonna get a lot of respect, and Cody plays the correct amount of hands. He's gonna get some credit for that raise.
Let's Dave. What does Niles have?
Dave out.
Niles 4-3.
Cody's gonna pick it up. Or
He's gonna call.
all right, this is a different gear for Niles. I love it. Did not see it coming. Did Niles raise or just call?
He called.
I love a raise. Not as big of a fan of a call unless you hit that flop. That's a good flop for 4-3 if you're gonna play it. That's what's really weird. It puts you in a really weird spot with the ace on the board.
Do you think Cody
But if you
jams
call
here?
free with 4-3, like,
Yeah. I think Cody either jams or folds, but he repped a strong hand pre-flop. The ace is out there.
he's gonna.
But he's probably also scared of the ace flush draw. I mean,
Listen, props on Niles. I do not put him on that play. I played a decent amount of hands with him. Obviously, perception and reality are 2 different things.
yeah.
Props to Niles. Like I
That's-
didn't think he'd make the call pre-flop. I didn't think he had it in him to make the call, the raise, the bet on the flop.
Yeah.
He did both of them. Picks up a substantial pot.
Yeah.
And Cody's gonna watch this back, and he's gonna be completely blown out of the water. Like, I know Cody.
He
Great game.
was beat, but yeah, to be
No,
called by
but Cody
4-3.
knows, Cody's got a great game. He knows what's going on. But he's gonna watch this back, and he's like, I didn't think he had that.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was.
Think
beat,
maybe he had an
but I didn't know it
ace.
was beat that way.
Yeah.
Cody thinks he's picking up that pot 9 out of 10 times pre-flop, which he probably is. But Niles makes a great call and then it makes the lead. But Tip that. Tip that. Tip that to Miles. No, bro. On to the next hand. Don.
Don's all in. Okay.
3D out of the hijack.
David Beetle, about half a
Pressure on
stack.
David. I mean, you're like, oh, you're way ahead, but I can see the cards. But if you're on the button, you don't know your cards. It's not an easy call. It's 380 out of your 820 stack.
Yeah, fair enough.
David, I make the same fold. Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with either play. Obviously, they're ahead, but you don't know that. Game's easy. I mean,
Yeah.
when the cards are face up, it's like super easy. Like, you know.
I say we play one bomb pot, 100K.
2 boards?
2 boards.
Two
Run
boards.
it twice.
That's fair. I don't hate it. Double board, bomb pot, 40K. Let's go.
Run it.
Run it. Some gamble up in here, yeah. On to the next one. Trying to be quiet.
You are. Yeah.
All right. I'm doing my best. Any chats out there? Da, 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 da.
Nothing on YouTube's.
Got some green backlit keys. Somebody say something out there. Help us out. We're doing our best. Little hand brewing here. Interesting spot for Brad here out of the big blind. He's gonna fold the ace five. Can't argue with that. Remotely interesting. We lose one. We still at 9 or 8.
We're at 8.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost. Was it Titus?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We lost Titus.
Rip Titus. Some heavy hitters at this final table.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not even being.
No one can be taken lightly.
No, it's actually true. I mean,
It's kind of what you dream of, though, in a final table scenario as a fan and a viewer.
yeah.
A couple people, to me, no-namers, new to the stream, and then some of those,
Which is awesome.
yeah, and then those names that, household names.
Standard.
David Beetle, picking up a nice little hand here. Niles short behind him. Oh boy.
Oh my God, Niles in the cutoff. I think you almost have to up a 2 milli stack. I think I see a flop if I can. Would love to. Niles does call. I like to call Niles. See a flop, reassess. Chad. Probably gonna get away. There he goes. 2. We're gonna see 2 to a flop.
And king, deuce, 7. Niles hits the king.
Niles out flops.
David, oh my God, David leads out for probably 225, 220.
Flop. Just a continuation bet here, which is not surprising. Although 220 after 4.
Wow,
stacks,
Niles just calls. I like that play.
Niles set knock.
10K, 2 flush draws out there, 300,000.
Over half a stack in this pot. Like,
Niles
you
is
give up or just rip it in and try to.
Niles is jamming here. There's no way.
And David calls. Niles calls. David jams. If called, David's gonna be looking for a jack. Niles can't fold, can he?
No, he won't be folding. I mean, what beats him? He's got draws.
Call pre-flop or
Could be
pre-flop,
trips.
You hit your king. I mean, you have to go with it. And he is. He's just going to count it out. He's just going to count it out. And there it is.
Okay, just a call. let's see if 100,000. He's all in. That's going to be an all in. He bet 100,000.
He left him with 40K behind. Interesting. I mean,
Oh,
the Niles just called you. Put the rest of the 40K.
just called.
David's got a life.
David's going to need to double up a number of times.
Is he chipping a chair?
Yeah. Never been more true. Oh, man. David Beetle.
Interesting. Chipping a chair. You know the story behind that?
Yeah, I assume someone had one chip and came back to win it.
I mean, in theory, yeah. The names I'm not familiar with. It turns out it's a World Series of Poker.
Mm-hmm.
Someone goes all in. Someone calls. This guy doubles up. The other guy has a napkin. And he finds out he has a chip underneath the napkin. They discover the chip.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you're still in because that chip wasn't in play.
Yeah.
So he ended up with a chip in a chair. He spins it up and he wins the event.
Oh, my God.
Like, it's not like I was short. It's like I found a chip.
I screwed up.
I didn't even know I had this chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, you called off all the chips with the one that was under the napkin.
What an awkward situation for the TD. We'll fold David Berger. He's going to raise it up to, I think, 160, 170. David folds, Niles folds.
Dave with a big hand. Niles.
Fold around.
Niles has a lot of chips, so he probably gets away from it. I don't blame him. If he calls, I don't blame him, but I'm guessing Niles is pretty solid. And what was the action? Niles is doing some
Just
stuff.
a raise and Niles calls.
He's got chips. Niles did call. Okay. I don't hate it.
8-7 ace on the flop.
Niles has a decent chip lead on this field. Should be able to get away from this pretty easy with David.
Sizing up a bet here. It'll be 225, I think.
David's not super comfortable. The ace did come on the flop.
Yeah.
You have your queens. You're like, no overcard. Oh, there's an ace. Okay. David's gonna bet 225. Niles gonna get away, I assume.
I think I saw a chip in there. He calls.
Interesting. He did have bottom pair or middle pair.
4 on the turn. No help to any player.
Pretty breaky. He might slow Dave up though. Like he's not in love with the ace in the flop.
Yeah, the call for sure.
A check would not surprise me.
Dave is going to fire away, though. Another 225 to go.
I like the gear, David.
Niles, can he just keep
fold,
calling?
I think he said. Maybe not. Listen, I thought I knew what Niles would do, but he surprised me a couple hands ago. So I refuse to try to predict what's going on here. But the more time that goes by, I think he might actually see a river card.
Okay.
Okay.
He will fold. All right. Good job, Niles.
What do you think? Heads up, glasses versus glasses, like the sunglasses, Niles and.
Yeah.
You have a horse. We picked.
It's a great story there.
What are we thinking?
You know,
we need some chip counts. Hey, can we get the
I think
production crew? Can we get a chip count leaderboard up? There
Jesus.
it is. Like 2 seconds later.
So David Beetle, the bottom 40K.
How good are they?
Basically looking, everyone's under 10 big blinds except for Niles and Dave.
That is a big gap from second to third.
Yeah.
Substantial. Brad Pausch, David Berger, and Niles Short.
Every one of these players could use a pretty big double up.
Quick shout out to everyone from the DPT, RPT, especially. I'm a little biased, but especially the dealers.
Yeah.
Putting in the hours.
Absolutely.
Making sure that the cards are delivered appropriately.
David Beadle all in for less.
For the big 40K.
I mean,
Here you go, Dave. This
you
is your spot.
can't. You literally can't fold around because whoever's in the big blind is already
He's forced.
priced in.
He's forced. Good news. Oh,
We got away from that. Okay, Brandon's gonna move all in,
Brandon
and right
provided
behind
protection.
him, Don Drum
Oh,
moving
my.
all in.
Okay. Well, that
Holy smokes! We
that
could
went
see
sideways fast.
2 players eliminated if Ace King holds up.
I assumed we were going to do Brandon and David. Like, it's mostly a chop up, but all of a sudden Don gets involved. And
If Don knocks them
Has
all
the better
out,
of it.
David will go out in 8th. Brandon will be in 7th. Our flop
what is
is,
that
I
flop?
see a face card out
I need
there.
to know. The audience wants to know. Oh, it comes king high.
King, 9, Jack,
Oh,
Ace,
and the ace.
Queen on the
Queen?
river. And
Oh.
a 3. Don Drummond will
Goodness
knock
sake.
out
2 to the
David
rail.
Beadle, then Brandon Schmidt.
Yeah, so they'll actually go by
Ugh.
chip counts for the audience. David was the small chip count, so he is going to get the lowest finish. And
Yeah.
Brandon, having more chips, going to get the second lowest finish.
I mean, the writing on the wall was kind of there for David for sure. Lucky to get a suited connectors for a chance.
Meanwhile, Don's going to...
Yeah, really
on
unfortunate.
down.
Real
Don's like,
unfortunate for Brandon to run into the same hand, and
Yep.
it just can't beat Ace King.
For sure, for sure.
Great finish for Brandon. Great finish for David
So you just
Beadle.
do 5 or 6? 5?
David Beadle will take home $1,220.
There you go.
Brandon Schmidt, $1,560.
Congratulations.
Really good to see Brandon out here on the DPT again, and real good to see him final table. It's about where you'd expect him to be.
Yep.
Uh,
Was that 6th or 5th? What are we at?
that was 3 total eliminated, so
So 6
we have
left.
6-handed right now.
6-handed. We're at approximately. Oh, jeez. Creeping up on the midnight hour.
Yeah, it's getting late.
We said we'd be done by 2, but
I mean, we have to no matter
It
what,
might be
whether or
stretched
not
there.
the game is still going on.
yeah, this sort of. There's a couple of options in that scenario. One is a chip chop situation.
Never happening.
One's a gentleman agreement type situation. I mean, if we get
None of that.
No, if we get
Well-
at the 2 a.m. hour, I'm saying if we're forced.
We're bagging.
Oh, you're gonna bag and play tomorrow?
We're bagging and
Love
playing
it.
tomorrow morning.
I'm in. I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, no chops here.
No. Love it. Love it. No, I wasn't talking chop.
Yeah.
You know where I was going with it. I was like, it has to end at 2, right? Well,
Yeah,
that's
well,
not true.
stop play at 2, but the
There
tournament
you
will
go.
conclude tomorrow morning if we do go past
I
that
love
2
that.
a.m. mark.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, this is the DPT championship.
happen.
We need this to play out naturally.
Okay. Huge fan of that. I was like,
Yeah.
man, do we have to fight? I
No.
don't like the forced close of a tournament. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, it's anything can happen.
Yeah, whatever happens, but like to force it end at 2,
Yeah,
I don't love it.
No.
But the fact that we've thought about it, someone had more foresight than
Yep.
me at least.
These tournaments always go late.
And yeah, a bag tag and
Mm-hmm.
reset tomorrow.
Probably
Brilliant.
We won't even talk about it though because we're not going to be going past 2. It's not going to get to that moment,
Shoot.
especially knowing the other at least 3 of the players of the 6 on the table have less than I think 6 big blinds. So
Yep.
we're going to be seeing some all-ins. We're going to be seeing some action.
But it's good to know there's the option.
Yes.
I don't care if you have to bring them at 10 a.m. tomorrow so they can play the bounty and play both or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
let's get it close, right? You know
We
what
got
I'm
enough tables for the bounty and then to
saying?
film
Heck yeah.
final table, which might be even more exciting
That'd be cool.
because then
Yeah.
you have all the players here showing up for registration, and there's a final table going on from the night
Little
before.
rail, maybe
Yeah,
some fans.
nice little crowd gathering,
Don't
but
hate it. Don't hate it.
we'll fold.
Nothing big there, right? Chad. Cut off in the fold.
Don could certainly
I
raise
put a
here.
raise in here with, Don's hand.
6-handed, your range opens up significantly on what's playable and what's not.
And let's be clear, my opinion is probably on the more aggressive side
Yeah,
of things.
definitely.
I'd take a little higher variance route. And
Donald raised to 180, and oh my God, Dave
Hello.
Berger.
David with a dream.
What is he going to do?
Just a dream. Small blind.
In the driver's seat with chips in front of him.
Small blind.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And you got
what does Niles
bigger
have?
Stacks. 2 of the 3 bigger stacks.
Niles will get away from that.
Niles? That's not, I mean.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's not a terrible hand, though. It's like,
To me, it's like, let those two fight it out. If there's going to be an all-in on the call.
A lot of 3 bets, and Dave does go to 3 bet to 550. And I think that's going to allow Don to get away from this.
Yeah.
He has too many chips.
Take a stab at it. You see an ace in your hand, high card. Odds are no one has a pocket kings or aces or whatever.
Listen, Don had a game plan.
Yeah.
Pick up the hand he wanted to raise with. He faces resistance in the form of a 3 bet, and it's a fold. So
yeah.
Kudos to him not getting married to that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Doing just fine.
I like the play. A lot of head shaking, but we're all right. What just happened? Cocktails? No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hard to say.
I think we're just cleaning up some of those blues. There's quite a bit out there with the blinds going up. No need to mess with 5 stacks of blues in front of any one player.
No,
Niles Short definitely had no shortage of blue chips in front of him, so we'll get those colored up to probably cranberries, if not yellows.
Yeah, likely cranberries, because he has 2 full stacks of the yellows. So he's got 5-1.
He's got a lot.
Yeah, he's over 2 mil, 2.2, 2.4. Meanwhile, cards will keep spinning. Don's going to find a hand here.
And raise it up again to probably 170, I'm going to call it, 175. 190.
190. Like the raise. Not playing 7 deuce, so that's a fold. Niles going to get out of the way. Small blind.
Yeah.
Big blind, what do you got? You got anything, Cody? It's not nothing, but it's...
110 to call.
You only have 450 in your stack.
It's a jam.
Cody is like in such a danger zone. He's in the big blind. He just put 2 of his big blinds in for 80K a piece, or it's 160. He's at 450 behind. It's so painful folding.
Yeah, just pissing away 160K like
obviously
that.
You're behind, but it hurts so much. Like, it hurts his soul to, like, I just threw away 160.
Didn't even have a chance to really defend.
No.
It was too much.
Someone raised in front of him.
Not a hand he can jam with either. Not
But
quite.
even hour 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, there's a lot of spots where it's same situations. Like, man, I got 10 bigs, but I got 2 in the big blind ante and 1 in the big blind. It's like, what do I do
like,
here?
is he pot committed at that
yeah,
time?
It's like I'm not trying to bleed down where my double up doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think one more rotation in that's definitely the option.
Yeah,
I'm pot committed at that point.
He can't do it again. That was his one time.
Yeah.
And now he has to find a hand. He has to find a hand. And I played enough with Cody. Like, he's not trying to ladder up one spot. He wants to win the tournament.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
So he's not going to wait around.
Chad's gonna shove all in.
Like
oh
it.
My god!
Oh my god!
Unbelievable.
That is some bad.
Don moves all in to isolate.
Bad luck.
Cody.
And the rest of the field can just hope they don't wake up with anything, which appears to be the case.
All right, easy folds around, and
Kings are ace magnets, right?
Kings versus ace 7. Jack 9-3. We're a minute out from blinds raising to
Backdoor
50, 100, 100.
Backdoor club draw. Ace or a backdoor club?
No clubs available. Oh,
there's clubs available. Ace
I was
7,
reading the hands
ace
wrong.
7 just picked
9
up.
outs.
Ace
8. Don Drummond will eliminate Chad Hegberg
Hegberg.
in 6th.
That was a filthy turn card. Filthy turn card. Doesn't work, but that was a bad turn card. Brought a lot of outs in the place.
In 6th place, $1,950. Heading over to Chad Hegberg out of Lisbon, North Dakota.
Congrats to Chad.
Yeah.
A regular on the tour. A crusher, if I may say.
I have not personally seen him, but I wouldn't
It might be
doubt
more of a
it.
Roughrider thing, but I've seen his name enough times that, like, I know who I don't want on my table, and I think he's one of the guys.
Yeah.
But you do the analytics. You back me up or
He's had
call me a liar.
one cash on the DPT, I think, this year.
Okay.
Yeah, RPT, state championship main event.
Okay.
Took 14th place for 885.
Pretty
That was
good showing.
Yeah, he played out in Haggie's a couple years ago. Played in Oaks as well.
Oh, wow.
About a month ago. So
Oaks is out there.
yeah, earned some spots.
You guys had
we had a stellar
I'm sorry,
turnout.
but the turnout in Oaks was way bigger
Unbelievable.
than I would have guessed.
It was unbelievable.
Which is great.
The support for the Hole-in-One Foundation.
Is that what it was?
I think
Okay.
that's definitely a big driving factor.
And what is the Hole-in-One Foundation? Again, I'll put you on the spot, and I apologize. And now I actually nailed you.
Yeah,
that
no.
picture of the cross.
I think we're going on break. We're going to take probably a 5 or
Okay.
10 minute break, and we'll be back after that.
We'll
All right. Hopefully that wasn't too long of a break for you guys, but after that quick player break, we are back for what is hopefully the conclusion of the Dakota Poker Tour championship. We're down to 5 players. Don Drummond, Dave Berger, Niall Short, Cody Slusher, Brad Posh. All very strong players, and our blinds will go up to start after our short little break. Blinds are probably 50, 100, 100. 61-20. That makes more sense. We were just at 51-1. Niall Short folding king queen under the gun. Cody Slusher going all in. He's gonna run into a monster with Brad Posh. Don probably folding. And Cody's definitely not happy getting it in here. I think he didn't have to. I think he was trying to steal some blinds nannies, but so Cody Slusher's 9-3 versus Brad Posh's ace queen. Cody's going to want to see 9s and 3s on the flop. Does catch a 9, but unfortunately there's also a queen out there. He's going to need 9s and 3s again. Looks like a 4 of hearts. And a 10 on the river eliminates Cody Slusher in 5th place. Be taking home $2,450. Not the outcome he wanted, but still not a bad chunk of change. Cody's a very strong player. Maybe we'll see if he wants to come back here and commentate a little bit with me tonight. Sometimes after a tough loss, last thing you want to do is talk with people, but maybe. So now we're down to 4 players. Brad 1.4 million chips. Don 1.5. I think Dave has a sizable stack, 1.9. Niles, what does he have? 2.1 chip leader. Dave will call. Niles checks his option. We're going to see a flop. Flop comes 4-6 jack. Neither one caught. I bet you it's going to be first one to bet will be the one to win. We'll see check, check, jack on the turn. Dave will check. Niles will check. 7 on the river will give Niles the pair of 7s. We'll see if Dave fires away first. He'll check. And a check. Okay. Interesting hand. Niles has been almost notoriously aggressive this whole final table. Kind of surprised to not see him bet there, but maybe both players sensing a trap potentially being set. we'll just see folds around to Brad, scoops in some chips. You know, it sounds like these players have a ton of chips, up over $1 million, but it costs $300,000 in chips to finance one way around the table. If you're at $1 million, you can make 3 orbits, and you have to make a move probably prior to them, which is good news, because that basically only means we're going to see action. And probably action from some less than stellar hands. I think this is where the true poker is really played. It's going to be, premium hands are going to be pretty tough to come by, 4-handed. When you have them, most likely not going to have another premium hand. And I said maybe he would. I didn't put the call out to Dana. Cody Slusher joining me in the booth.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, let's turn you on maybe too. There he is.
Hey, how's it going, Mr. Peck?
It's going pretty good. Yeah, tough little run out there.
It's tough when you get shorty and the blinds get big, and you kind of got to just, put it in before they come around you.
Yeah, whatever you have.
Yeah, got put in a position where I just told myself if the chip leader Niles just kind of, throws his cards in, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to shove it in here, made it look like I looked, and, you're just going to end up flipping anyway.
Yeah,
and
no matter what. You knew you were going to have 2 live cards.
Yeah,
but
it either goes in there, or it goes in the next hand, and just before the blinds come around, yeah, it just makes sense. But
yeah,
it was live going in, and Brad got it, and another shorter guy at the table took it, so maybe it'll put him in a position. And
we're all up pretty much towards $1 million, but it costs $300,000 to go around the table. With 4-handed, that happens quick.
Yeah.
So, it like I was just saying, it looks like we have a lot of chips with each player, but the economy here, scale of economy is just, it's like you're playing 1-2 and you have $100 chip stack or something. So it's very quickly will dwindle.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't
even
win
look
something.
You look at Don here. He's even only, you look at it, he's 10 big blinds. I mean, like, push full chart tells you, hey, this is a shove position, know? And how do you navigate a shorty? Like, yeah, you get a minimum raise, but afterwards, it's all going to kind of get in anyway. And
yeah.
Luckily, he's probably going to get this one through.
We'll see what Niles decides to do. Niles has been nuts tonight. If you've been able to see some of the things that he's done, either to make hero calls or not, I think he made one against you that was just insane. Ended up getting it, but
yeah, I had a king queen, and he called it, and then he popped me again, and I just kind of had to let it go. I just couldn't continue there, but maybe I'm good.
He had Jack 3, and he called with, I think he hit a Jack on the turn or something, which just disgusting. But it's poker, man. That's how it goes, and it sucks that you're not on the receiving end of those nice flops. But good to see you in the winner's circle again.
Yeah,
tabling.
It's been a little bit, and
busy with life and.
Oh yeah, kids keep me busy, and my jobs keep me busy, and poker's taken a little bit of a back burner lately. But going into the summer months, looking at World Series, it's good to get a couple of deep runs coming in. Got some MSPT stuff up in the near future too, so hopefully those are some run good, and good little confidence boosters here and there never hurt a guy at all.
Absolutely. And let's see what happens here. Don raises to 325. Brad just wasn't aware it was on him. He'll make the correct fold here. Don getting 300K richer, which is the blinds and antes. So even at 2 million, you're not sitting that well. If you have
No, you got 7 bigs, man.
Yeah.
Or, it's not at 7 bigs, but, orbits.
Yeah. And it's not just, for you, poker, if you play poker and you want to stay on top of your game, it's not just playing the tournaments, it's what you're doing during the week. You're reading up on theory, reading books, studying charts and tables. You got to be playing hands somehow in the form of online or whatever. Yeah. So it takes a lot to be, a consistent and stay on top of that game when you also have to consider everything else in life.
Absolutely.
Got to take care of that first. Poker kind of is, comes third or fourth on the list.
A lot of the stuff I've been reading lately, again, is just I preach it to a lot of people. The math is kind of the math, and there's different ways to skin a cat playing the cards these days in GTO. But, my big thing is the mental theory of poker and trying to get that mental edge. Just say, my game today maybe had a couple of flaws, but I just wasn't feeling it. I had laid down an ace-10 suited. I laid down pocket eights one time, and I just wasn't feeling it mentally. I probably should have worked through it, but I didn't feel it, and I still ended up taking fifth.
The eights was that during the feature table live stream?
Yes. Yep.
I think that was the correct laydown.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I dodged a big bullet early. With Brad Posh had an ace-king suited, and I had ace-king, and he made it like a 125 earlier on with 2 tables left, and I folded, and ended up being the right call. He ended up rivering a flush, the nut flush, and it would have busted me. It would have taken me out, and I wouldn't be where I am, and I wasn't feeling eights, and I wasn't feeling an ace-10 suited. And the ace-10, I should have popped it. I knew it too, but I just, I didn't feel it, and so I just figured I'd let it go. If I didn't know how to play it, sometimes they used to, if you're questioning yourself how to play it, it's easier just to walk away and live another day.
Yeah. Which I don't mind that reasoning, if you're just not feeling it, then you can always fold, still have your chip stack, not put yourself in a tight situation on the next, on the next street or whatever, and move on. So
we're going to get into action.
So
here.
Dave will check. Niles, what does he decide to do? It's definitely 320. 315 to go.
I just don't see him folding here. No.
He'll make the call. It's going to be a massive chip swing on this hand, no matter what.
Oh, God, then nobody's going anywhere.
Wow, turns, flush draw.
I know you see the percentages here, but when you're in this hand, you're also thinking that even though you're probably sitting a little bit better than 30, you're thinking you're closer to 50-50 at this, worst case scenario.
Dave, knowing he's got, for us, he's got fourth of the deck in outs.
Yeah, he's...
Why not? He's sizing it up.
It's going to get it there. He's going to make the call with the nut flush draw, second pair. He's just got too much equity here. You're short stacked. You got to make moves. I just don't see him letting this go. Niles is making what may look like a huge equity bluff here, but either he's got the ace or he doesn't, but Dave's just got too many outs and he got too much equity. He can let it go and live another day, but he's going to be short stacked, 2 orbits, and he's going to be gone if he doesn't win a hand. So I think he'll make the right thought here and make the call or shove all in, and we're going to see a river, and we'll see how it turns out.
We feel you, bud. Just a groan let out by Niles. Niles calls, he's going to be very much relieved to see he's ahead, but then very quickly calculate, holy crap, there's a lot of outs. Looks like he's going to make the... That's calling or raising behavior.
You just never know with Niles.
Wow. No, earlier Kramer and I were saying that Dave kind of is like a turtle, and he kind of pulled his head back into a shell almost there to not give away any information to Niles, and I don't know. I mean, I don't think that was a correct or incorrect fold. It was
No, I mean he had
huge
a,
fold.
He had an ace. He had a weak ace. He had the better of it. I don't know. I don't like the fold there. I like guns blazing here, short stacked. You got to put yourself in a position to win 10K.
Mm-hmm.
But Dave, way to keep the pressure on with second pair and
That was a
not
sick
flush
hand.
draw. Like it played out, and you got paid dividends there, man. Good job.
Niles significantly, well, it could have been significantly more chunked, but we're over to Dave Berger, 2.6 million. I don't think Niles has 1.2. He's got like 550,000 or something.
I was at like 500, 600,000 there, yeah.
Flop comes 8, 7, 8.
Whoever bets it's going to win it.
Niles shoves all in? No. Yeah, he went all in. Oh, there's all those yellows there. Okay, that looks more like 1 point whatever over a million.
Oh, sure. We didn't see that.
The side pyramid. Next player to go out in fourth place, take home $4,280.
Now, is that close to that big of a pay jump? Dang.
Yeah. In my head, I was thinking, oh, don't go all in with that. Wait, one more hand.
To be fair, I
Yeah.
didn't look.
You didn't look?
I did not look. I faked the look. I faked the look. I already preconceived myself that if Niles folded, I was jamming either regardless.
You got to try to pick
I
up
did.
blinds and nannies there. I mean,
Yeah, there's no guarantee that the next hand wouldn't have been 7 deuce or something worse. You just don't know. So you just gotta, I had to make a move. I was a shorty, and I had 2 live cards, and he had 2 live cards, and
yeah.
My 9 hit and his queen hit. And that's just the way she plays. Couldn't go to a nicer guy, Brad. And now win this thing, bud.
Ooh, Brad exposes his ace in a fold. Little indecent exposure. Niles short. Seems like he wouldn't have as many chips as he does, but he's still sitting, compared to the rest of the table, pretty good. With 4 players remaining, average chip stack 1.8, rounding up. 1.8 million. I was talking with Rob earlier about this, but I'd mentioned, average chip stack, and for us commentating and viewers, it's nice to know the average chip stack, but on the felts, when you're playing, don't get lost in the numbers, he says. It's not really a big deal what the average is. Do you take that into consideration ever?
Yes and no. At the final table, not so much. But when you're playing in position, I think you still have to kind of keep it in, retrospect. Like we were down to final 2 tables, and at the feature table, we had 2/3 of the chips in play just at the
Easily.
featured table. The other table was a shorty, so there's just, you just kind of got to know, like, hey, average stack is this, and we have with 14 people left to go, and we have 6 people at this table and 5 of them are above the average stack. The other table's got to be below it.
Yeah.
And, so you kind of just like, okay, well, we don't necessarily need to push to make a final table here, and then I can make a move from there if I want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you got to take advantage of the opportunities when you can.
So we see a check from Brad. Don's all in.
Brad will just fold her here. He'll fake think it for a while, gain some screen time, and then muck him.
Yeah, Brad blowing past his 15 minutes of fame, milking it for a bit more.
What a drama queen.
At one point, half the players on the table, 3 of the 9 had big headphones. It was Brandon, Brad, and Taylor Collins. Massive over-the-ear headphones.
Yeah.
Thought maybe that would be the key, the recipe, the roadmap to victory. Thus far, only Brad left with the headphones. All players wearing corrective lenses, maybe except for Niles, unless they're prescription sunglasses. You too?
Yeah,
So,
my glasses are, everybody gives me shit about my glasses, but they are prescription sunglasses, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm blind as a bat without them, so.
Yep. I know how that goes. Perhaps long term in a day like this,
Oof.
you wear contact lenses all day, they dry up eventually. Wearing glasses could be
maybe
an
that,
advantage.
Maybe blinking a little bit more because your contacts are drying out. You're staring too much. Maybe that'll be a new fake tell. Everybody will think I'm off. I should try that. Thanks for the idea, Brian.
Yeah, anything you can get an edge on. So 250. We got a call from Dave. Brad raised to 310. Flop comes Jack 4 Queen.
Man.
Very coordinated board.
Brad's going to continuation bet here, and he's going to get called by Dave. Ooh, check.
Ooh.
I predicted that one wrong.
And a king on the turn.
That's just dangerous. Burger just went from the top to the bottom.
Oh my. And we got a shove.
Now can
all in
he
a
walk
call?
away?
So Dave will most likely, unless an ace comes up on the river.
I think it was an all in a call.
Yeah. I think we need to see I got some outs. Ace 9, there's a 4. Brad Posh now your chip leader, 2.5 million. Dave Berger should not really be too alarmed. Yeah, he's it's 10 bigs. But really not. It's 5 because the big blind ante. So it's definitely a huge chunk out of his chip stack, but we're still alive. And this is probably going to happen a few times. Someone with $1 million goes in, and it's just going to flip-flop a number of times. But Brad Posh finding himself on top again. Let's see if he can hold on to this chip lead. Become season champion. Basically, who wins tonight? $10,145. No one else on the leaderboard is above that. We will find our tournament our champion of the year, player of the year tonight.
If Brad, what does Brad got to place here? Does he have a shot at this thing? I don't know. I don't know what the leaderboard looks like.
Brad currently sitting in 108th place with 1,570 points. If he would get second, worth about 60, I think 6,700 or something, does not launch him into first. He will have to cash or take this tournament down. 6,600. He'll have to win tonight, take the outright lead. I want to say tomorrow's tournament also will count for the points.
Correct.
So it's not all said and done, but you win tonight, and, well, there's still some really strong players up at the top of the leaderboard. If you want to check it out, DakotaPokerTour.com, click on leaderboard, be able to see everything I'm referring to right now. Don raises to 240. Niles is all in. Now, there's no harm in no snap folding. Just take your time, think it through. A call here would mean tournament life on the line. Makes the correct fold. He exposes the ace. I will say, Niles, that looks like an extremely comfortable pullover. It does, just period. Comfort is key when you make it down to the final table.
Comfort's key all day long.
All day
Brian.
long, yeah.
I mean, it's a hall. You gotta sit comfy, or It's,
Warm yet lightweight and breathable. Good temperature regulation.
I always tell new players, dress in layers. You can always take stuff off or put more back on. Layers is key, especially if you go to casinos. They tend to keep them cold. Ooh-wee. What's going to happen here, boys?
Dave raises to 250.
Yeah, he races to 250.
Can you see a call here? It's got to be a jam, doesn't it?
Okay, to call. Well, he might treat jacks like middle pair. It's a raise or jam. How much more are you going to get out of them? I probably like a jam here. And Dave probably calls with his ace. Less than 10 bigs. I don't know.
We're creeping up on our 13th hour of play today. Just calls. And we're going to see it flop. God, you think, jacks are definitely strong, but if there is an ace out there, you want them to make that decision before they see 3 more cards. You gotta...
Yeah, I don't know. He can take it. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I maybe like checking to Dave. Let him bet and then make that call. But it's an easy one to walk away from.
Yeah. Niles short, up over 2 million, so... Well, I think he has been for a while. No, Brad just scooped a big pot. So we got 2 players, I believe, up over 2 million. It'll be Niles and Brad.
7.1 million in chips rolling around out there, so...
Definitely want to thank Roughrider Poker Tour for coming out and co-hosting, co-sponsoring this event. It's my first time working with the RPT crew, and I hear nothing but good things when we take the DPT on the road out west. Even in town here in Fargo, and finally get to meet Jerry and his crew, and yeah, they're everything people say.
Oh,
good crew.
They put a good tournaments together. They're on top of it. They're super friendly, kind faces out there, but they run a tight ship, and like tournaments are supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
They do it right.
Could be seeing one of those lulls in action. We'll see how the blinds play out, though. 300,000 every orbit around the table, four-handed. You have 2 free hands, and then you got to start paying to play. Don 60K to call. Make the raise. I think it'll be 260. Dave goes all in. It's the 1 minute warning. And blinds will be going up to probably 70, 140, 140. Ooh-wee. Don will fold. We will see one more hand at this level. 60, 120, 120. Next hand, it'll be 50K more expensive. Finance your way around that table.
Oof. It just never gets cheaper.
No. Brad Posh. 2.5 in his hand. He'll raise it up to 400,000. See fold over to Niles.
We're just going to get another fold here, I think.
Okay. I was like, I don't know if he's contemplating or if he's wasn't aware it was on him. Sometimes action happens so quickly around the table that you just don't see it coming your way. Blinds are now up to 80, 160, 160. Ranges of your hands to jam all in are going to open up a little bit more. Don makes it 450 to go.
I think Brad's going to make the call here with Jack 10.
Or go all in.
He's got him covered.
Don's getting 450 behind. He's just willing to put in half his chips. Just a call, okay. Flop comes 7-4 deuce. Brad checks.
I wouldn't be surprised if Don shoves all in here.
Check.
Just try to take the pot down. Rep something.
Ooh, a 9 on the
It's
turn.
definitely coming now.
Check. All in. Yeah, Brad will lose the minimum amount, I guess. Don will be up to 1.6 million. Brad will fold his pocket twos. Niles raises to 400,000. Don makes the call for 240 more. We'll see a flop come 10 ace king. This could be good. This could be real bad, depending on who you are.
This could get interesting.
I think I heard a bet and an all-in
This is going to be
and
a snap call. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice Niles had two pairs. Jesus.
Where have you been, Brian?
Not looking at kickers.
Ace or an 8? Oh,
Don Drummond eliminated in 4th place.
Good game, Don.
He will be taking home $3,300. Unbelievable. Next player to go out will win $4,280. Sometimes 4K is the top prize at smaller tournaments.
Good game, Don.
And then there were 3. Dave Berger, Niles Short, Brad Posh. We're repping Fargo, Minnewacan, and Wapiton. Sorry. No. Dave Berger, Grand Forks, Minnewacan, and Wapiton. We've pretty much eclipsed the 13th hour mark. All but eclipsed it.
Oh, Brad's working on getting his edge there.
Niles will fold. Brad folds. Dave will take home the blinds nannies. Yeah, just like that, we're down to 3. Could happen any hand. It all depends on Randy, our dealer. Will he deal the cards we need to get it all in? We will be back here tomorrow. This is not the end of poker this weekend. Tomorrow's our Black Chip Bounty Tournament.
Woot woot.
$200 entry with a $100 optional add-on. $100 to the bounty, $100 to the prize pool. Bounty tournaments, I wish I could play. It just sounds like too much fun.
They should let you.
I mean,
bounty tournaments are where it's at.
I probably could.
It's a $300. It's an insurance tournament. I mean, you take one guy out, you're only into it for 2.
Yeah.
You know, some guys will be into it for 2, not do the extra. And
I'd probably only buy in for 2.
Yeah. Well, you know, for me, depending on what the starting stack is, what is the starting stack tomorrow?
But there's no reentry. Starting stack tomorrow. I'll look that up. We do have an all-in.
Oh.
$15K starting, but
What's
Dave's
the
all
add-on?
in.
Is that on a 10 or a 5?
Add-on $100 for $15K.
Another 100 for another 15K?
Mm-hmm.
For 30,000 to start. Yeah, it'd be kind of silly not to.
So all in a fold. Dave will pull his chips back in the pot, or back in his stack, or in his corner. So cards in the air tomorrow at noon. Registration starts at 11:30, and I believe this weekend we have launched a new feature on the website.
Ooh, tell me more about it.
Pre-registration.
Oh, I did use the pre-registration. That's a new feature.
Skip the line. If you want to play tomorrow, you can go to DakotaPokerTour.com. Click on the join and log. Make sure you log in if you're not joined yet. All it needs is your phone number to create your account and an email, potentially, if you got one. Phone number, bare minimum. And you can click on the event tomorrow, pre-register, skip the line, just pay the lady at the counter, and you're in.
Yeah, that's pretty slick. I know the DPT and the FPN, they've done a lot of new updates on your guys' new website and back end. It's been...
Yeah, it's a game changer.
As the game's evolving, so is the tours.
Yeah, you just have to. You got to get that technology to catch up to everything. Make it as easy as possible for the charities, for the players, for registration process, everything. We'll see a check on the turn. Over to the rivers, another deuce.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And we choppy.
A little check for the chop. $240 back to each player, I think.
Chops are wins because they're not losses.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like when you just push in blackjack, which I hate that, actually. I don't know. I can't. It makes you feel better.
Pushing feels like a loss in blackjack.
It still does. Because you didn't win. All right. We're out of water. One last fill up. Brad will raise to 360. Dave's going to push all in. Brad does have him covered by not much, though, and just not quite a strong enough hand to call that all in. Dave will be back at that around that 2 million chip mark. And we've seen a lot of exchanging back and forth of chips. Definitely makes it entertaining to watch. It also definitely lengthens the night, which is fine. But you see Niles, 50% of the chips in play.
3.6 million.
Unbelievable. Brad will fold. Dave's going to look at a raise here. Going to raise to 400, and Niles probably just has garbage. Not feeling it. Don't want to get into a situation where all in and potential call. All of a sudden you find yourself in the middle, and Dave Berger's got over 3 million in chips. Not a situation you want, and Niles has chips to spare to be able to afford that kind of stuff. I think he was just in the big blind too. Dave Berger first to act. $400,000 to go. I don't know about that. It was suited, right?
They were. I don't know. I folded better than that today, so I'm not gonna
Okay, but
give him a
that's
hard
from a
time.
player's perspective, from a commentary perspective.
What the hell are you doing? Yeah. It's easy to sit behind the booth,
It's
Brian.
so easy to sit here and criticize people for their play, but I mean, look where Niles is right now. Chip leader, looking at winning over 10K.
10K for a Saturday. That's not a bad day.
No. Niles finds a good enough hand to call. See if Brad gets aggressive here. In small blind, he'll call. Could we see a family pot? Oh my.
We do. What is this?
One big happy family.
We are family.
9-3-2. Not even close. 5 king queen, 2 spades on the board. See a check. Niles gonna fire away. 175. That's cheap enough for Brad to play. Yeah, and so cheap. He's like, nah, let's make it 400. All right. That's a nice little chip away at Niles there. Brad's now at 2 million in chips. Again, whoever wins tonight, guaranteed #1 spot on the DPT leaderboard. Very exciting stuff. I don't think...
Going into one day left of
Yeah.
the tour.
So we will find the winner, the eventual player of the year, will win a $1,500 World Series poker prize package.
So potentially you're telling me that not only for 10 grand, but they are playing for like almost 11,500 today going into one more day with a 50-50 flip going in tomorrow pretty much.
Yeah, it's still anyone's ball game at this point, or chip game, card game. Still not guaranteed that you win. We have some very strong leaders on top of the leaderboard. I believe Duffner's up on top, 9,900 points. Joel Clipping, Bassem Habib, Alfred Castellanos. I don't know if he's in town today. I think Mike Estes is, though.
He was, yes. I
Eric
played with him
Zietz,
briefly today.
Eric Zietz, I don't know if he's in town. Martin Short for sure is in town. Played with him yesterday. Very fun. Finally got to play with him instead of talking about him. Michael Arnold, Joshua Lansdorf, Kyle Ryder, James Bowman. Rob's up there with his win at Fatfish. Nice win for him. Any one of these players. Brady Zimmerman, Tommy Hill, Mark Allender, Mike Headland, Paul Johnson, you. I mean,
where am I on that list?
I
Curious,
think
Brian.
you are 18th. You're,
That's not the end of the world.
You're 4,000 points behind. Niall Short's gonna raise. I don't think he counted that. See a fold and a fold. Niles Short is not comfortable under 3 million in chips, so he's creeping his way back up there. But with a strong finish tomorrow in our bounty tournament, I'm going to say anyone over 6,000 potentially could still take the #1 spot. Brad Posh, 160 to call, and he will not He will raise. And we'll see nothing from that raise except for Brad winning more chips. Yeah, I'm surprised with the blinds and antes so high that we haven't seen these chip stacks fluctuate more than they have.
Yeah.
Perhaps definitely a testament to these just good even distribution of hands.
You know, a lot of it's going to depend on Randy dealing some big hands.
Yeah.
It's all on Randy.
We're all cheering for Randy right now.
But you know, the guys are going through the grind process right now, looking at working the ladder, working their way up, get that first place prize. Are all really tight in chips. They are. Look at Niles and Brad here. They are just one hand away in chips from one another. Whoever takes this is ahead of the other. It's just a flip here.
See a check.
Back and forth.
4 on the rivers. Essentially a blank. Okay, Niles short, back up to the 2.9. No harm, no foul for Brad. It was worth it to see. Check it all the way down. Niles short of Minnewacan. That I don't know why I haven't known where this is low. It's just up by Devil's Lake. It's on the west side of the lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I honestly did not know either.
Yeah.
But I did talk to him. I didn't know where Minnewacan was located, but I did talk to him. I didn't realize what he did, but he is a school teacher.
Oh.
He said he teaches some science and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I could definitely see
a
science.
guy you can learn a thing or two from.
I think he maybe done a couple too many fire experiments in the classroom, singed the top of his head a bit. Which I got nothing. I'm balding too, so I've done too many fire experiments in my day.
Poor suckers. I still got a long, lush head of hair, except I wear a hat, so nobody sees it anyway.
Show it off. If you got it, you got to flaunt it. Brad will fold after the race to 320.
What's going to
Big
happen?
re-raise. Oh, he called? Oh, I thought that was a lot of chips there. I thought that was a re-raise. Dave, first act.
He's going to C-bet here.
400. It's like a quarter smile on Niles' face, I think. There it is. Back to even. Nice pot there for Dave Berger. You know, it's really exciting seeing a player new to me come on the field and into the tournament and make it down to a final table. We really get to see, you know, their game, how strong it is, what their strategy is, perhaps.
Don't let it fool you, Brian. He is a seasoned poker player.
I figured.
He might be new to the stream.
New to me and new to the stream, at least in my era of this. But I had a feeling Brad Berger or Dave Berger is no slouch. Do you know much about him?
I don't. I did pick up a little tidbit earlier on to start the day off. I had first tables at table 7, I had started the day off with Dave and finished the day with Dave. But Rob Urbach came in late and sat on the 2 seat. I was in the 1 seat. And Rob pointed out that he remembered playing with him back in Grand Forks at a game, and it was many years ago. So I kind of picked up on that tidbit of information because I didn't know who he was either. But from that little bit of information, I realized that this isn't his first rodeo, and he might be a guy worth keeping an eye on.
Yeah, and
here he is.
What a massive flop for both players. David will bet 550. Niles jam?
I think we make a call here. Niles wants to see Dave continue to bet into him, so I like calling here and letting Dave continue to bet because you're probably good.
He does go all in. Niles also has slight removal of the flush with a heart in his hand. Niles all in. This would put Dave all in. Is he? Yeah, if you don't know Niles, there's no fault in admitting it. It's been a long day. All we know is you have a ton of chips. Wow, Dave actually sizing up a call here.
He's thinking through it and wondering, is my middle pair
really
strong enough?
You put him on a king or a hard draw, but bottom set?
I think right now you're putting him on a king. You're not really putting him on a 5. You're definitely not putting him on 2 5s. Maybe even a 10. I don't know. It's hard, but
wow. I mean, you put him on a king, you don't have that beat, so easy fold if you knew that. He would have been... did he have a chance to win? I mean, he'd have to hit another 10.
Yeah, he's going to have to run out there, but, from Niles' standpoint, that's why I really like just, you got trips already. You make that call and let him lead into you again. You might get some more.
You don't want to see another heart out there, though.
No, he still has to go runner hard on you, but even if he hits a 10 now, you got a boat. You don't know that, but, if the board pairs, you're golden. I think I want to try to think through that versus jam. Just try to figure out how can I get more value out of him. But you know what? It's been a long day, guys. And
we're not thinking about value. We're thinking about...
Just get this thing over.
All in.
Call it or not.
Or don't.
Chip it, ship it, chip it, or let's move on and go to the next hand.
We'll raise it up to 315. $320. Min raise. And we'll get a fold on that, and Niles will pull in some more chips.
God, he makes that look so easy.
Niles is probably happy to have the 4 seat knocked out of the tournament, so he has an entire seat and spot to put all of his chips. Niles will not play this hand. Oh, folds an ace. Wow. Keep that going, Niles. So Brad will raise to 375. And a call. queen 7. Brad flops top 2. Dave went all in and Brad calls.
Snapped him off. He's going to need
Oh, no.
7 or runner diamond.
Turns a diamond.
Oh, it is
but
locked
it's a
up.
queen.
It's a boat.
The
It
only-
is.
Oh, my God.
That will do it for
Eliminated.
Mr. Dave Berger.
3rd place. Dave Berger.
Good game, Dave.
Wow. Very unfortunate run out there.
And we're heads up.
And we are heads up.
And there we were.
Just like that.
You got Brad and Niles heads up the championship for 10K.
Unbelievable. So, what was our payouts here? I'm in the wrong tournament. What are we doing? It's late at night. Who cares? We're here. Hold on. Main event. That's last year's. We're lost. He took home a lot of money. Dave Berger took home a lot of money. Live updates. Payouts. This isn't even the chip bounty we want. Unbelievable. Here we are. Goodness gracious. Couldn't even find it. Dave Berger out in 3rd place. He'll be taking home $4,280. I know who he is now. This is a massive statement. And to me, not knowing Dave's, I know he's played for a long time. He's a good player, but does make a really big statement for not being in the DPT. I guess final tables. I guess this year yet or whatever. I will always remember who Dave Berger is.
Yeah, made a statement here today. Great play all day long. Was a very aggressive player. Kept the pressure on. Made some great folds. And it takes one hand, and
Yeah.
it happens. They both had a piece of it, and Brad just had a little bit better. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
I would imagine we might be getting rid of blues soon. I think the next level will probably be good for getting blues out of the conversation, just playing with, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the next blind level is. But the big blind ante does go away. And folks, we are heads up. The main event, Dakota Poker Tour Season Championship. Niles Short versus Brad Posh. We will see one of these two players on top of the leaderboard today. We do have a time limit, though. We do need to be no more cards dealt at 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll even call it 1:59 to be safe. If that happens, we will bag the chips. We will finish this in front of a crowd tomorrow morning before our bounty tournament. We do have an all-in by Niles. Graphics. Niles all in for 3.8. Has Brad covered, should he call? All right, we don't know what Brad had there. He didn't scan his cards, but I'm sure he couldn't beat Ace King. If you are unable to play poker this weekend but really want to play, can't wait for the next event, next weekend, the Roughrider Poker Tour is taking the production crew, going out to Billings, Montana, and playing a $470 buy-in. Where is it all? $470 buy-in. Montana State Poker Championship. It is a bracelet event. Montana Player of the Year points will be awarded. Estimated prize pool. If you like big money and big numbers, $125,000 estimated prize pool. It's going to be a lot of action out there. Billings Hotel and Convention Center. There we are, Niles short. Not quite 2-1. Kind of like 2-3 maybe. More like 2.9 to 4.4. How about that? That is the 1 minute warning that blinds will be going up. They go 90, 180, 180. Or no, 90, 180. King Deuce Ace on the flop. Niles first act. He'll check. Brad throws in a number of chips and Niles will fold. You didn't miss anything, Cody.
Yeah, I had to step away and take a quick break.
There it is. Blinds are up after this hand. There's no amount of quick dealing that Randy could do to make it one more hand at that blind level. They're up. Also, just to piggyback off of what I was saying about next week in RPT and Billings, it will be the first time, to our knowledge, a live stream will ever be brought to the state of Montana. It's a pretty big record. Yeah, blinds are up 100, 200. Brad calls. Niles raises to 400,000. Brad will call that. Flop comes deuce, king, jack. Niles will bet here. 400,000. Brad will call. 7 of clubs on the turn. Niles checks. Niles will fold. So Brad now chip leader, 4.1 million. That's a massive pot, 2.1 mil. So Brad now making a charge, trying to chunk Niles bit by bit. Something tells me Niles ain't gonna go anywhere too easily, not at least without a fight.
No, just Niles. I feel like I played with him a bit, but not a lot, and I've played a lot with Brad. Brad and I actually we've done tag team partners and stuff for the MSPTs. Him and I are no stranger to tangling with each other on the felt, and
boy,
he's just a constant pressure individual when he gets into a
We've been
snare.
all in a call. Niles is all in. Brad calls.
Yeah, that's a snapper.
Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, Brad needs to dodge jacks and Broadway cards. 4, king, 3.
He's gonna need a runner.
Niles at risk majorly. Four, and that does
and
it.
that
Brad
is all
Posh.
she wrote. He is going to be.
Brad Posh is going to be your champion here tonight, taking home $10,145. Niles Short out in second place, taking home $6,640. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get everything in order, and we're going to be back for a final interview with Brad Posh. See you all on the other side. Welcome back, poker fans. We have our conclusion of the DPT Championship. Brad Posh, how does it feel?
Expected to come in here today and play well, and we did, and cards ran good at the right time, and here we are.
Yeah, $10,145. Where does this rank on wins for you or big cashes?
It's up there. Yeah.
It's up there, but you said you had Vegas last weekend or a couple weekends ago.
Yeah, hit Vegas back-to-back tournaments at the Wind, final tabled the seniors tournament there.
So the run good is real today. More poker in the future tomorrow?
Yes'ms, back-to-back.
Absolutely, that's the only way. With this win, you sit on top of the leaderboard for Player of the Year race, inching out Mark Duffner. So $1,500 prize package up for grabs there. So we're going to need to see you finish strong and probably knock Duffner out tomorrow. That'd sound pretty fun.
Poker buddy, but we'll do what we can do.
Yeah. What did it take today to come away with the win other than just running good, playing against Niles Short, very strong player? What was it like playing against him?
My buddy, man. We play a lot of poker together, and it's just fun to be at the final table and heads up with your friends. So
Absolutely. So I see you at DPT tournaments playing poker every weekend. I know you're a good player. It's really good to see you taking down first place finally. So congratulations. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Be back tomorrow for a bounty tournament. My name's Brian with the Dakota Poker Tour. We'll see you all tomorrow.